The sorcerer who became a saint. What if there was a book so cursed that simply reading it could doom your soul? This is the tale of the Book of Saint Cyprian, a grimoire so steeped in darkness that those who opened its pages were never the same again. Before sainthood, Cyprian of Antioch was no holy man. In the 3rd century, he was a formidable sorcerer, a master of dark arts trained in ancient Egypt and Chaldea. Whispers said he could summon spirits, bend supernatural forces, and invoke forbidden rituals with terrifying accuracy. But his fate changed when he encountered a Christian woman named Justina. Her faith was impenetrable, his spells failed, and Cyprian was shaken. The experience plunged him into a spiritual crisis that led him to abandon sorcery and embrace Christianity. He renounced the shadows, burned his grimoires, and chose redemption. Or so it seemed. The cursed grimoire emerges. Despite his conversion, tales of a forbidden book surfaced centuries later. A grimoire said to be compiled before Cyprian's redemption, the Book of Saint Cyprian. This was no ordinary spellbook. Hidden within were instructions for invoking demons, bending elemental forces, and crossing into other dimensions. Each page dripped with forbidden knowledge, dark incantations, sigils of power, and rituals that tested the very boundaries of the human mind. To invoke these entities, one had to purify the body and soul, inscribe sacred seals around the ritual site, and never, ever break the protective circle. A single mistake could open doors that would never close. Some rituals promised unimaginable power. One, known as the Rite of Disintegration, could destroy physical matter, but at a staggering cost. Others described sacrificial pacts with a force called only the Watcher in the Shadows. In exchange for a fragment of the soul, the conjurer gained forbidden knowledge and a parasitic entity that would never leave. Madness, death, and the book's trail of horror. The grimoire's legacy is soaked in blood and madness. In medieval Spain, a monk named Bernardo discovered it in the crypt of his monastery. He tried to destroy it, but the book resisted. Darkness crept through the walls, plants withered, shadows moved on their own, and monks spoke of whispered voices echoing through stone. The book was sealed away, yet its influence spread like a rot. In 1607, grave robbers found the hidden chamber. One by one, they died, terror etched onto their frozen faces. Later, in England, a cultist named Elias Thorne locked it away in a distant mansion. But the mansion turned into a waking nightmare. Shadows moved independently. Mirrors showed horrors unseen. The family who lived there lost their minds. When a group of friars attempted to purify the mansion, the book responded, emitting a guttural murmur as it fought against the prayers. Only by sealing it in a leaden box and hiding it beneath a Transylvanian monastery were they able to contain its evil temporarily. The book cannot be buried forever. But evil does not rest forever. In 1910, a deranged alchemist named Horace Vane and his followers found the grimoire in the monastery's catacombs. As he reached for the book, a surge of energy consumed his followers one by one. Their souls were torn from their bodies. Vane fled, broken and silent. He never spoke of it again. In 1952, in a desperate bid to end the nightmare, a group of priests threw the book, still locked in its cursed lead box, into the deepest part of the Black Sea. They believed the abyss would be its tomb. But in 2023, the grimoire resurfaced. A marine expedition, led by the grandson of the man who had sunk the book, recovered the chained box. But when they opened it, the book was gone. Where is it now? Throughout the centuries, it has vanished and returned, as if guided by a will of its own. Maybe it still waits in the dark, whispering to the ambitious, the desperate, the curious, waiting for someone to read. Just one page. So ask yourself, would you dare open the Book of Saint Cyprian, even if it meant sacrificing your soul? This is Abyssal Narratives. If you felt the pull of the arcane tonight, subscribe, support the channel, and ring the bell to stay bound to the unknown. More forgotten grimoires, dark histories, and ancient powers await.